Hey everybody, it's Jason Galardi, the president of the Team Galardi company and the director of estates for Sync Brokerage Los Angeles. I hope you, your family, and your friends are all happy, healthy, and safe right now. Today I want to specifically talk to sellers because this is a seller's market. Yes, today, right now, you are in a seller's market and your home has never been worth more money. So I'm going to get into 5 great points today. We're going to talk about when you're selecting an agent or a team to represent you in the sale of your home, the 5 things that you need to look at. So let's get into it. Number 1, you got to start with the agent's brokerage's website. Just as important as the team or the agent that you're hiring, you've got to look at the company's website and see what they're all about. Now, technology is a super hot button right now to talk about, and it's very easy to say, but very tough to do. So how does the Team Galardi company and Sync Brokerage differ from most agents out there? Well, we have something called CTR. And when we advertise your property on social media or Google AdWords, the CTR, the click-through rate, is something that most agents don't even know how to read or even understand. So we actually deliver and pass this information on to you. So when we put an ad out there on Google AdWords or social media on Instagram or Facebook, and somebody clicks on that property, that's the CTR. We want to put a great image out there and a great description of your property and make sure people are clicking that button and getting the information that they need, which is also creating us a lead that we will contact, follow up, and follow through with. So CTR is wildly important. You've got to check that out. Now we actually take it a step further. So remember that time that you were looking at a new car or even a spatula online? You did a Google search for spatulas for sale. Remember when you went to MSN or Yahoo or Facebook and you kept seeing the little spatula in the right-hand corner of an ad? That's called retargeting. And nobody does it better than the Team Galardi company and Sync Brokerage with retargeting. So when somebody sees your house from that CTR that we were talking about before, they're going to continue to see your home until we sell your home. It's called retargeting, and we love doing that to make sure your home is in front of buyers. Lastly, we also do, as far as technology goes, text messages. Text messages are great right now. We can get in front of thousands of people at an instant. And guess what? When that text message comes back, it comes to me, Jason Galardi, and I'm on it and responding ASAP to make sure that we are scheduling appointments and showings for your property as soon as we possibly can. The goal is to get you the most amount of money as possible in the fastest time as possible. So with technology, nobody's got us beat. Number 2, I would look at how long that agent has been in business. Now listen, there's nothing wrong with new agents. I have trained hundreds of new agents and I've mentored just as many. I think new agents are great. They bring a lot of energy into the business, but there's nothing that can beat or compare to experience. I have been in this industry for 2 decades, 20 years now. I have been in the real estate industry. I have seen the highs and the lows. And let me tell you, I have negotiated some of the most incredible, toughest, hardest deals you'll ever hear, and I never bother my clients with them, okay? There's just something about experience that you can't pass up. I am an instructor, I am a coach, a mentor, and heck, I have even managed some of the top brokerages in and around Los Angeles for the last 10 years. So when you talk about experience, I don't think you can get much more or a vast variety of experience than what the Team Galardi company brings you. Number 3, does an agent voluntarily give you their track record or share their numbers with you? And listen, this is a wildly important thing as far as I'm concerned to know your numbers. This is how you run your business. And let me just tell you, I personally, the last decade, 92% of my clients have all been sellers. I don't know anybody that's going to match that record or even beat it. 92% of my clients are all sellers. And guess what? 83% of the listings I've ever taken throughout my 20-year history, I have sold. Now, listen, 17% I didn't sell. It's kind of a little skewed, so let me explain that real quick because I want to make sure you're clear. Out of that 17%, I have listed properties for sale and for lease. And that 17%, some of those have actually leased versus sold. So that number is a little off, and I feel like it's a little low, but 83% of my properties have sold. It's still a huge number. Now, another track record number that I'll share with you is I have 0 listings right now. I have 0 listings. It's because I've sold them all, okay? I mean, what a great number to share with you. I am not about ego. I am about humbleness, and I want to have no listings in the MLS Caravan. To me, if you have a full page or 2 pages of listings in an MLS Caravan, congratulations. That means you like spending money on advertising and that you've overpriced properties. I'm sorry, that's just the fact of the matter. I have 0 listings in the MLS Caravan because I've sold them all. That is the stat you should be caring about right now. Last thing is I've recouped 98.7% of my clients' asking price, and that's in an up market and a down market. I'm very, very proud of these stats, and I'm glad to share them with you. Number 4, ask that agent or that team, what are you going to do differently to sell my home? Because let's face it, some of these brokerages have 500 agents in one location. And some of these brokerages have tens of thousands of agents. So if tens of thousands of agents have the same listing presentation, the same resources, the same marketing, what are they going to do different? I mean, for me, they're not going to be able to do anything. So I would just interview one person from that brokerage and say, okay, the other 99,000 of them have got the same thing, essentially. So here at Sync Brokerage, we've actually understood that, and we've taken it a step further. So a couple of things we do to think outside the box is we actually door knock your surrounding neighbors before open houses. Now I know that may not seem revolutionary, but what we're trying to do is we're trying to entice your neighbors to come over and see your property. Not for your neighbors to buy your property, but for your neighbors' friends to buy the property. Because guaranteed your neighbors' friends have been over to their house, checked it out, love the area. Congratulations, you made a great decision, great purchase. Love the area and would like to live there. So we're going to tap into your neighbors' friends and see if they're interested in buying property. Secondly, we're going to reach renters in your area. Now I know that sounds kind of insane, but they're renting. Why would they want to buy? Listen, if somebody's paying $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month, don't you think they could be a homeowner? And I will tell you, every agent I've spoken to doesn't even understand the concept or understand how important it is to reach renters in your neighborhood. Those people can afford a mortgage, and we're going to tap into them and make them aware of your property and invite them to open houses. Next, we're going to call surrounding agents that have sold properties in your area. Again, another thing that's just outside the box thinking. Why we do that is because if somebody has sold a property in your area, they've probably more than likely loved that area. Unless they're relocating out of the state, they're probably going to buy something within a geographical range similar to where they've lived before because they know the area. If I call those agents personally that I have a relationship with, more than likely, of being 20 years in the industry, don't you think that some of those people may not have found a replacement property yet? And if all of a sudden I have a bigger, better home for a little bit more money, your home, I'm going to get them over to take a look at it. Last thing about this and what we do differently is that Sync Brokerage, and not just the Team Galardi company, but Sync Brokerage works collectively as a team. And for some reason, if I'm not available to be there for an inspection or an appraisal or whatever it might be to meet your gardener, I will have somebody there who is knowledgeable about your property and understands exactly where we're at in the process of your home selling process. And the last one, everybody, I promise, number 5, you've got to ask an agent or a team about their brokerage. Tell me about your mission statement. Boy, could you imagine if an agent or a team didn't know about their own company that they work for? And I will tell you, as a manager, a coach, and a mentor for thousands of agents, I will tell you that most agents can't sell this to you. It's such a shame to me. You've got to understand the mission statement and the brokerage that you work for. So let's just get right into what Sync believes and what Sync is about. So number 1, we're not about quantity. That's never going to happen at Sync Brokerage. We're about quality. There is a multi-step interview process to be hired at Sync Brokerage, and I love that. We're not just about getting licenses and getting fees in and stuff. We're about agents that produce and close transactions. Also, they have to be honest. They have to believe in the mission statement of generosity. Now is the time to give back, and Sync is giving back 10 times fold. Generosity, we've talked about. Humbleness. I think you've just got to check your ego at the door. You can't be in business for 20 years with an ego. Sorry, it just doesn't work in this business. I'm here to sell your home, not pound my fists and stomp my feet about how great I am. This is about you, my client. Equality, tech and marketing, that's something we've talked about. And eco-friendly. That's one thing that Sync does really, really well. We've been a paperless company for 7 years now. I hope that gives you all the insight that you need about Sync Brokerage and Jason Galardi, the Team Galardi company. And please call us for any and all of your real estate needs. We are here to help, answer questions, educate, and guide you down this path wherever it might lead you. Thank you so much and take care. Bye-bye.